Hey everyone, it's your favorite Uncle One Guy here coming at you with the live deck tech. Today we're going to be talking about some changes that we made with the blue-white Zeta. So it's been a while since I've played with Zeta. I won't lie, I've been really focused on the Minerva Squad deck and then kind of playing around with Academy, but we're back on the saddle. We're going to make Zeta great again, okay? So here's the list and all the changes that I've made. So we are running 3 Nemos. Nemos are 2-1, 2-2. AU trait. That's the important thing, is the fact that it has the AU trait. Because we are running Biosensor, and Biosensor needs as much AU guys as possible. So it is our little aggro package. I know it's only 3. But we are also running the Gun EZ. So it's a 3-2, 2-3 League Militara Strike Squad, Strike Team, links with Strike Team. But the thing is, deploy, choose one of your active League Militarum units and one enemy unit that is level 3 or lower and rest them. So the main thing about AUG, or just I felt like, yeah, Zeta and AUG in general, is the fact that we lower the AP of a lot of things, but if we can't crash into those things that are lower AP, we're pretty much just turning our wheels. So with EZ is pretty much our low level with the body resting, right? So we're able to, drop it. And then the cool thing is you don't need, it doesn't say another League Militarum. So what you can do is you can play it, use the ability, and rest it, and then rest the opponent, and then swing in, right? I mean, granted, you do lose, but at the early level, because it is a level 3, it does have a 3 HP body, meaning that it will survive the Ilrith hit, and it can survive and even trade with all the other aggro stuff. So that's very important there. Next, we are running 4 Rick Diaz's. Rick Diaz's is our second blocker that we're running in the deck. It's our early game blocker, and it is a 3-2, 3-3 with the AU trait. That's the reason why we're running it, is because it has the AU trait. If you wanted to and you weren't using Biosensor, you can replace this with the flat Elrith. It doesn't matter as long as you have an early game blocker. Next, we are in blue, but we're only running 3 Gundam. So the reason why we're running 3 Gundam and not 4 is a simple response as to, I don't have a 4th Gundam. That's it. And I refuse to spend $70 to even get it. I mean, yes, it's $18. I can easily just ask someone to let me trade for it. You can ask someone to trade for it if you would like. But right now, the deck's only running 3 of the Grandpa. So Grandpa is 4-3, 3-4. Links with Armor Array. It's got Repair 2. And then during pair, all your units get +1 AP. So that's what makes this a powerhouse, especially with all the other aggro decks that are available, is the fact that that +1 AP makes it so when you're blocking it, it leads to unfavorable trades, and it also just leads to them being able to use the weenie bodies to destroy EX bases quicker. Next, you know me, I love this card. Until we get a 2-1 pilot, Rick Diaz Red is going to be our best level 4 cost for the AU. It is 4-3. Does link with AU. It is a 4-3 AU trait. And then on attack, you get to choose one active friendly base. Doesn't need to be a white base. It can be a blue base, red base, purple base, green base. It doesn't matter for Rick Diaz. But in this case, it's got to be another blue base. If you do, or rest it, if you do, you choose one enemy unit with that's level 4 or lower. Remember, that's got to be the important, 4 or lower. And it gets -2 AP this turn. So you can drop this, use the Militarum drop at a different turn, and you're able to swing in. Next, our level 5 blocker. So this can be, if you're not running Biosensor, or if you're not interested in that, the AU package, you can replace these for Silver Bullet, and you'll be fine. You can also do L Strike if you're feeling, like up for it, but I believe out of the 3 that we do have an option, it's going to be Hayashiki, because obviously we're running AUG, then it's Silver Bullet, then it's L Strike. Only because L Strike you do have to run to Kira, and it's just, at that point you're not even playing Zeta per se. You're just running blue, blue white with a Zeta. But it's a blocker. Repair 1, links with Quattro. It is a 4-4, 5-3. So pretty good stat line. Next, we are running the man, the myth, the legend. I cannot run the deck without having at least two of them. The Zeta Gundam. The Zeta Gundam is a 6'5", 5'4", links with Quattro. I'm not Quattro. Links with Camille. During link, activate main once per turn. You choose one of your active friendly base. Again, doesn't need to be any color base. It can just be a base. It can even be an EX base. If you do set this unit to active, it cannot choose the enemy player as an attack target. So what's great about this is if you link it with Camille, it becomes 6/6 without a white base. With a white base, it becomes an 8/6, which is a monster stat line. Cool thing about it is the fact that he can restand, so you can swing in, take a shield, take a base, and if they, to prevent you from dying next turn, you just restand and you go, okay, your turn, right? I won many games with that ability, which is why I will still play this guy till the day I die, until the blue Zeta is revealed, and we'll see. That might not have the AU trait. Obviously, it's gonna have the G generation trait, but it might be a better stat line. Next, we have Biosensor. So Biosensor is a 7'5", 5'5", links with Camille. So that would turn him into a 6'7", or a 9'7", which is enough to take down even the scariest of units in the game. The cool thing about this is that on deploy, you get to choose one enemy unit, and for each AU unit card in your grave or in your trash, you -1 AP this turn. So we were able to reduce something to pretty much 0 with the amount of AU trait cards that we are running. So it's 3, 7, 10, 14, 16. We got 16 plus these two, right? So you have at least 7. You can supposedly, in theory, you can -17 something if you like purely just threw away every AU unit card in the trash. Will you win? No, but it'd be very funny to see. So that's why we're running Biosensor. Next, because we don't really have a top end per se, we are running Unicorn Gundam Awaken. It is a 7'5", 4/6. Links with Benager links, but we're not running Benager. Just spoiler, we're not running Benager. It has natural suppression, and then when you activate a command main/active effect, choose one enemy unit that it gets -2 AP this turn. So this guy is also great because again, it fits with the theme of the AU, being able to minus things, reducing their AP, and then being able to kind of control the board state like that. As for pilots, we are running 4 of the best female pilot in the game, Camille Bidan. Camille Bidan is a 5'1", 1/2. While there's a friendly white base in play, this unit gains +2 AP. So it's nothing too great. It's just numbers and body stats. But the fact that it has 2 HP is very phenomenal. The amount of burn that is running around rapid due to just white, red, Neon Zeong, just regular white blue command, and stuff like that. The 2 HP really does come in handy. So that's why we run him. Next, we are running 4 of the best pilot in the game, Armor Ray. He is a 4/1, 2/1, and then when paired, doesn't have to be linked or anything, which is what's crazy about him. You're going to choose one enemy unit that's level 5 or less HP, and then you rest it. And that can be anything. So that's stuff that you've chipped away if you wanted to. Yeah, so I think he's a great, phenomenal blocker pilot, which negates most blockers. Next, we are running 2 Quattro Banjira. He is a 4/1, 1/2. When linked, if it's an AU unit, you draw a card and you discard a card. So it pretty much helps out with the filtering. You do want to see as much of your deck, and we are in white, and white does offer good draw support. White and blue offer really good draw support, but it doesn't hurt to have a little bit extra. Next, we are in the commands. We are running 3 Overflowing Affection. Overflowing Affection is a 2/1. You draw 2, then you discard a card. You're pretty much going to be using this to pitch maybe a Nemu or anything with an AU trait early on, so that way you're able to kind of fill up the grave with that. After that, we are running 3 Kind-Hearted. You can replace Kind-Hearted with Healthy Curiosity, Show of Resolve, anything. It's just a draw. So I'm only playing with this because it does have a burst. It is a main action, and the fact that it can't be destroyed by card effects. Your units can be destroyed by card effects really does help out, especially with Unicorn in case they have Giant Killing, or in case they're also running the Sword Impulse from the starter deck. Also helpful against Fatal Strike, and that's pretty much it. But any other destroy effects, this also bypasses it. After that, just 2 Siege Ploy. So in the total, our deck has 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 ways to rest units, which is very helpful. So it's not half the deck, but a good chunk of the deck can rest an opponent's unit, and you just gotta rest only a couple to pretty much eke wins. For bases, we are running 4 Argama, which again, I haven't been seeing Breach a lot, so I don't know how phenomenal Argama is now, but until we do get a 7 HP base, yes, we do have the Wilhelm, which is technically 7 HP base, but we would have to change the entire deck to be more akin to a turn A, which isn't impossible. Replace the Nemos with the what is it, that 3 drop, and then run instead of you might run like, instead of Rick Diaz's, you run the turn A that gets the plus, and then obviously you do run like 4 of the turn A Gundam that takes anything from the grave instead of the Unicorn, and you could shift it to where it does kind of, you can, and instead of 2 Quattros, you could run 2 Quattros, and 4 you run 3 Camille, and then 3 of the other one. So yeah, turn A, dang, just thinking about it right now, I'm like, you know what, I think we can do turn A, a mono white, well, not mono white, but like a blue white turn A Zeta deck. That might be the next thing. If this gets more than, let's say, 500 views, and let's go with 100 likes, I will do a turn A Zeta deck. Why not? Let's see it. All right. The last base though is going to be Industry 7. Industry 7 is a good base. It's 4/1. And then you get to exile one of your commands, which we are running quite a bit of. And then from your trash, you choose one unit and you gain -1 AP for that turn. So that is the whole shebang. We will be putting up the deck list, or the picture of the deck, right now. And then slamming this down. So yeah, that's the Zeta. I went back with, old Grandpa Amuro. I again, you could in theory run a fourth Grandpa. You would just reduce your I think Rick Diaz is by like 1. Rick Diaz red by 1, so that way you can have a 4th Grandpa, which I think is very important. We might even try like an aggro version of the deck where it's like running less. Your top end is literally just Zeta, and not Biosensor, just regular Zeta, and then running a lot of Weenie. So it's pretty much Weenie Rush. That's what it's gonna be. But that is it for the deck tech. If you do enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe. We're about to, I'm like 210 subscribers up to this point in this month or this year, and getting to 250 would be phenomenal. Getting to 500 would be even greater. But really enjoy doing these deck techs for y'all. Please let me know in the comments if there's any changes you would do. Have you been tinkering around with Zeta? Do you feel that, I'm gonna wait till the generations to see if that Zeta is better than this Zeta before I run? Because we are getting a new Camille. It might not have the AU trait, but I mean, it's still gonna have the name Camille Bidon. So he's still gonna link with these Gundams. And then we have double Zeta in GDO6, which is red. So let's see what we can do. But until then, guys, be safe. Remember, drink water, eat your vitamins, eat your vegetables, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.